7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, guys? What is good? Good. Another gorgeous day. Somewhat a little brisk in the old ball bag, but nonetheless, it is a nice day. Counting down the minutes practically to winter. It sucks. It really does suck. Right here, I do. I live in Mennonite country. Can't help it. It's where I live. Yeah, it seems to be that everybody, well, I shouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people that don't ride motorcycles, and even some people that just, I don't know, maybe they're just kind of, you know, those paranoid people or nervous, high-strung individuals that think riding motorcycles is so dangerous. So dangerous. And I'm not, you know, taking away any aspect of, you know, the risk of injury compared to a cager. But I really don't think motorcycles are half as dangerous as what people believe they are. Every time you talk to somebody or I tell somebody, oh, you know, it's like, oh, you ride a motorcycle? Yeah, I ride a motorcycle. I love it. Well, they're like, aren't you afraid of dying or something stupid along those lines? Like, for one, why the fuck did you say that to me? Do I care about dying? Like, obviously. I ride motorcycles because I'm enjoying my life. You know what I mean? It makes living just so much more enjoyable when you're doing something that you love to do. Not that, you know, riding motorcycles specifically makes your life more enjoyable. Just when you're doing stuff that you are passionate about and love, it makes life that much more enjoyable. Whether it's collecting hockey cards or, you know, I don't know, making videos on YouTube in general, or whatever your interest and hobby may be. But motorcycles, yeah, I don't think they're really half as dangerous as what people think. We're not out here dying left and right. You know what I mean? I'm still alive after years and years of riding. I know people that have been riding for 40 years. They're still alive, still riding. Now, I'm not going to say that there isn't, you know, a higher risk of of injury, not necessarily a higher risk of an accident in general, but a higher risk of injury compared to in a car. Like, if we get hit, you know, it's our bodies that take the brunt of that trauma, not the vehicle around us. We don't have a cage that crumbles around us. But yeah, it's really not as dangerous as what people think. I mean, this year there has been an abnormal amount of deaths, but most of the stuff, if we are honest with ourselves and we ride safe within our means and pay attention to the environment around us, we're, you know, 9 times out of 10 not going to get in an accident. A lot of things, I'm not acting like my shit don't stink. Like, I've had a lot of close calls, and those close calls, you know, even though they weren't my fault or I had the right of way doing something, you know what I mean? If I would have maybe been less stubborn or maybe paying attention a little bit better, I would have seen that stuff ahead of time and reacted better. Because when you're riding a motorcycle, the key to safely riding and to reduce the danger and risk is being proactive, not reactive. But every time there are motorcycle accidents, it goes on the news, you know what I mean? Oh, speeding may be a factor. 9 times out of 10, they were still doing the speed limit. Of course speed's a factor. You know what I mean? When you get launched from your bike and hit a fucking tree, of course speed's a factor. When you're doing 70 and it doesn't matter what the speed limit is. When you hit something at that speed, of course it's going to be a factor. You know what I mean? These bikes here, it's not dangerous where we're just riding along, all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, it just falls over. Everything that is a danger that's associated with riding motorcycles is 90% of the time, these are made up statistics. You know, that's not an exact statistic. I'm going to be real on that and keep it 100. But most of the time, it can be avoided. You know, whether it's us, you know, putting ourselves in a position, whether it's going too fast around corners, riding above and beyond our means. You know, maybe there's a blind corner coming up, and a lot of the times there's signs like this here that shows that there is, you know, another street crossing coming up, and it's right here. You know, maybe you don't see the car coming up right here on the right, and they just don't stop. Whoa, because you got the trees there, right? Yeah, I can have a deer run out in front of me, but that's why we're always scanning it. You know what I mean? The risks are no more greater than anything else. I just think the whole danger aspect has just gone up and beyond because of YouTube and people doing these high-speed runs, and then, you know, just all these Facebook posts. Everything they read on Facebook is the word of God. All these accidents, oh my God, accident, another one, another one, another one. It's like riding a bicycle is probably more dangerous than riding a motorcycle, because nobody gives a fuck about them. Half the bicyclists don't, you know, follow the rules of the road themselves, but even the ones that do, there's always these cars that just drive far too close to them, you know, cut them off, just stupid shit. And I'm not defending bicyclists, I'm just, you know, that's for the ones that are following the road. There's still cars that are dicks. I just think it's, you know, blown way out of proportion how dangerous motorcycles are, because a lot of people let fear and the risk of danger dictate how they live their life, and it's really sad. I actually feel sorry for those people because they're really not enjoying it. You know, that's not to say you have to ride a motorcycle, but you know, if that's your mentality, is, oh, it's, you know, it's too dangerous, it's like I don't want to get hurt or whatever. It's like, what's the point on even stepping outside your front door? You know what I mean? That's like this turd behind me is fucking, you know, pretty close to riding my ass. That creates a danger. Yeah, okay, you got somebody riding a little bit too close behind you. Just pass the car in front of you and let them ride the car that you just passed. Let them ride their ass. There's always something that we can reduce these risks of danger when we're riding a motorcycle. We're not just dying out here on these streets. You know, I get it all the time at work. It's like, oh, it's so dangerous. I know somebody that died once. It's like, what the fuck? Everybody knows somebody that fucking died. You know what I mean? It's like we don't necessarily want to hear it. It's like, holy fuck. You know, I do read a lot of these articles because I find it's a very humbling thing, because it reminds you that we're not immortal. And as sad as it is sometimes that when people do go on these big speed runs, sometimes not necessarily on their speed runs, but you know, a crash really wakes you up and makes you think, you know what, I'm the one who's making riding motorcycles dangerous. Riding motorcycles itself isn't dangerous. Sometimes it's the situations we put ourselves into that are dangerous. Those are two different fucking things, right? So anyways, you guys have a good one. Take care. Remember, shiny side up. Yes, motorcycles do have a hint of danger and risk of injury to them. But these bikes don't just fall over. They're made to kind of go fast, handle well, brake fast. We have to respect the machine, respect the power. I mean, the motorcycle I'm riding literally right now has more horsepower than some of these cars on the road right now. Like, no joke. So we have to respect that. I might as well drop a gear. So anyways, you guys have a good one. Shine it side up and be safe. Peace.